Like you all can see, the copper pipe over the year, it got a pinhole. And you see, I put a toothpick right through it. I hope you can see it's good. And you see, it's hold in there. There's the pinhole. But what we can do is we can make a quick repair very fast. If you want, you can solder it, or the other word called square. But there's some very tight space, like it's right next to the wall, next to the electrical thing. It is hot. So there is a quick and easy way, just a few dollars more, that's all. Cost and very simple. Like you all can see, we're using the sub pipe for to connect the pack. This is a pack. The red color represents for hot water, the white for the cold water. But we can all use the red for hot and cold. As long as you put a marker right down is cold water, or you can wrap white tape in here. So later on somebody will look at it, they will be able to identify which one is hot, which one is cold. So you don't have to buy a lot. This is what I call the end cap. This is a suck pipe connection, very quick. Require no solder, anything. All you have, because I don't have the other end, so all you do, you just snap it in, and you see, it holds very tight. You cannot even pull it out. But if you want to connect this supply, it can connect for the copper pipe too. If you want to connect this hole to this water pipe, and what you need to do is what I call a coupling. The other end should look like this on this side, and then you'll be able to snap it in place to hold it. And this supply is very convenient. Let's say you make a mistake, you cut the water hose not long enough, and you have to cut a longer one. So it comes very handy right here. This is a 3/4 inch. And all you do is you just slide it in here, slide it back, twist it, pull it forward to the end cap right here, and twist, and then take it right off. See? This one also fits on the copper pipe too. You can use it for the copper pipe. See, all you have to do is to push it in. And then if you want to remove, once again, use this sub pipe 3/4 inch remove. Just snap it inside here. Twist it, push it out, and pull it out. There you go. See? Two ways you can cut the pack water line. You can use copper cutter. Okay. But it takes a little bit longer. And the second way, you use pipe cutter for plastic. Anything except copper, metal, or galvanized, it will not cut it. Just for the plastic pipe. And all we do is just open it up a little bit, snap it in there. See? You can cut it very quick and very nice job too. Like you all can see, I'm running the pack for the hot water line. I'm using a safety connection, so it requires no soldering, anything. Just snap it in fully tight and that's it, and clamp it again the wall for security. Staple. You see, very simple, quick. Cost a little bit more, few dollars more, but get the job done. You don't have to solder because this is a very tight plate and difficult to solder. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to solder, or they can call square water copper pipe. This is the copper pipe here. It's for cold and hot. So before we do it, we have a few different ways to clean. We have to remove the oxidation outside the pipe, otherwise it will not second the solder. Number one, you can buy plumbing sandpaper, and you can wrap it around inside like this, hold it tight and twist this. Okay, that's one way. Or you can buy this guy right here. It has a lot of tiny metal inside there, you see. And you can hold it in here and slowly turn and push it in, okay? And if you use a lot, this is very handy to have. It got half an inch and 3/4 inch in one side. See, you can go like this. Or you can go like this with this guy. We make sure we clean the end first. You see how shiny this end is? I already clean it first to save you guys some time. And you see, look, this end, the oxidation is still there, and it doesn't look shiny. Even with this 90-degree fitting, it to connect the pipe from here and then coming down. But inside here, you see, we have to clean it. So we can use this one here, twist it around and clean it, make sure it's nice and clean. Or you can use this guy, the sandpaper right here, to clean it. Make sure it's nice and shiny, otherwise it will not. You see, you can still see the oxidation, otherwise it will not suck the flood. I mean the solder. Like you all can see, before we can solder the copper pipe, we need to have a flux right here. This is the box right here. You see, bay flux. And then we need to have a solder. And we also need to have a brush. Like you can see, this is our own brush. And this box right here is a solder wire. And it also has flux. So if we're using this one, it costs a lot more than these two guys. So if we have this, we're using this solder wire, we don't need this. But from time to time, I always use both to enhance, to make a stronger bonding, and also have to clean the copper pipe by itself. So before we're gonna solder it, we're gonna take a brush and then we apply the flux on the copper pipe, or evenly go out a little bit. And I also put some flux inside the fitting. This is what I call the fitting. It's called 90-degree fitting. I put some in here to enhance it. Before we solder the copper pipe, we're going to apply some flux. You see? That's what it is. And this is the content water-based flux, like you can see. And we're going to use a brush, and we're going to dip in some flux, and then we're going to apply on the copper pipe. As you can see, I already applied some already. See? And I also apply some on the fitting. You see, this is a 90-degree fitting inside here to make a stronger bonding. After we apply the flux on the copper pipe and inside the fitting, we're going to slide it in all the way, like you see. But you gotta make sure this end to this notch right here. So what I do is I put the pipe right here, and I mark. I use a pen, anything to mark it, so I know I'm coming in like half an inch from this distance to here, half an inch. Make sure, because if you go like this, it's not gonna be strong. Within short time, it's gonna pop. So you gotta come in at least half an inch all the way. And then when you slide it in, and you see the mark right here, and you know you're good. So now I'm gonna slide it in all the way. You see, you know it's all the way in from this end to this end, half an inch. Okay, now we done cleaning. Apply the flux, and now we turn on the torch to heat it up. So I see you very shortly. Like you all can see, for soldering copper pipe, the propane, there is two types, but they are the same company. This is the green, I mean the blue color. It works, but it produces less heat than the other. This one is the same company, and you see the propane bottle, the color is yellow. And if you can look at this, it produces 3 times faster heat transfer than propane. This is what I call the map bulb. So which means you can sweat it, solder the copper pipe faster than the other. It costs a little bit more, but do your choice. For soldering torch, there are 2 types. This is their own type, but all the same company. And this end here, you connect it to the gas, the propane bottle, and then over here, you need to use a lighter to fire. See? But if you use it very often, and I suggest this one. See, this is the same company, but they come up with a new thing, on and off. For the touch, you see this red button here? All you have to do is hit it, and here we go. Releases, and it's so good. Like, one more time. If you are decide to solder the water copper pipe or squid, that's what I call, I would recommend this. This is protecting, preventing. And what I do, the surround area, like over here, I spray the water all over the place, everywhere. And I can put like a metal behind it, and I spray water of it, and then you begin to touch. This doesn't look good, but this is prevent the heat. And after you see, this is the area right here. I use the spray water. I spray all over the place, behind of it, and then I put galvanized sheet for additional. But if you like me, like you see behind here, there is nothing, and you can spray the water behind here to absorb. Because as you know, when you're in the Arctic, they have insulation, easy to catch fire, and when you're nearby the electrical wire, it'd be easy to do that. Good, the hole, the joy, etc. And here what you're going to see right now is this demonstration is not, even after you hit it near of it and you touch it, you don't only feel the warmth of it, not the touch. Here we go. You can see the sparkling, the clickable. But then you touch it, it just feels warm. It feels really warm, you see. And I redo again and again. As you can see, the flame go on. Within a second I touch it. It's only feel warm, it's not even burn your finger. See? Like you all can see, I'm going to start from here. When I turn on the propane, the heat, and it is going to melt down. And then it melt down here. Because the FLUX is going to suck in all of this. And I hope you're all ready. Here we're gonna ignite the